Zwart Techniek in Amuiden, the Netherlands. My name is Ed-Jan Kroneman. I'm the International Business Development Manager for Africa, mainly, and focusing on hybrid projects. Hybrid is a combination of solar power generation, wind power generation, and eventually with backup for diesel power and battery storage. Zwart Techniek is a leading company in Europe for providing standby power for data centers. We are market leader, and we have also been very active in Africa. In Africa we have been mainly focusing on a few countries, being Tanzania. We did a lot with TANESCO, the Tanzanian utility. We have been very successful there in providing several power plants on a continuous operation basis. Also for industries, other countries are especially Angola, and again for the utility. And in Eritrea, for example, we have been providing a system controller called the HYCON 1, whereby we can combine renewable energy technologies with thermal power generation concepts. I had the privilege to visit Burundi in May this year, which is a very interesting experience to me. I was enormously impressed by the landscape and the people. I had no negative things, so positive. People were smiling, were very open, friendly, and we have been meeting a lot with government officials, and they were very open and receptive to the project we are going to develop, and whereby we need the help of the government, of course. The landscape, I was also very impressed. It is so green, and almost everywhere where I've been, you saw farmers, and I understood 95% of Burundi's income is based on agriculture. So that is enormous, and 95% of the people are working in the agriculture. What impressed me with the culture of Burundi is the hospitality and the openness of the people receiving us, a big delegation from the Netherlands, and it was fabulous. Africa is known about their hospitality and friendliness, but especially in Burundi, I have to point out that it was terrific. It was great. And I can recommend also other investors, developers, and private companies to pay a visit to Burundi and see the opportunities in Burundi, because they are enormous. It was my first time in Burundi, and also the infrastructure was good. I've been from the capital to the new capital, Gitega, and the roads were very good, and I did not expect that, having been in other African countries. So to me, Burundi is a big plus. So Zwart Techniek's role in this PPP structured project is to provide an energy solution. Zwart Techniek has developed a unique power generation controller system called the HYCON 1, whereby renewable technologies can be communicating in a smart way with thermal power generation. Burundi is a landlocked country, and fuel oil deliveries are very costly, because they need to be transported either from Tanzania port or from Kenya. Also, the reliability of fuel supply is another constraint. And with the upcoming renewable technologies like solar and wind power, the costs are really decreasing, and it is becoming more feasible. So we have been, as Zwart Techniek, anticipating on this move, this trend, and developed the HyCon 1 concept, whereby we combine the technologies from both worlds, so the reliable thermal power plant and then the renewable technologies which can save fuels. Those solutions are very applicable for rural electrifications and especially in Burundi. So they are rather small projects which can be spread around the country. We can also, let's say, transfer our knowledge to Régie de Dissot by showing the positive elements of an HyCon 1 concept and our knowledge in solar storage systems and diesel power generation. We have facilities here at the Zwart Techniek premises in the Netherlands to provide training for Régie Dissot, and also we will provide training in Burundi itself. This is for Zwart Techniek also an extremely important element of a project development, this PPP structure. We are a privately owned company, and that means also that with the initiatives we are doing now, we are moving more or less from an aid structure to a more trade structure, whereby on the long term the Burundis can also benefit from this initiative. I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Honorable Excellence Madame, the Ambassador Madame Naimana. She has been playing a very important role in assisting the Dutch delegation to visit Burundi and also being coordinating and arranging on the background with all kinds of government entities, introducing local partners to our delegation, and that has been extremely helpful. And Madame Liamana is so dedicated to the growth of Burundi that she will do her utmost to make this PPP project a success. And I'm very convinced that she will not do it only for this project, but she will do everything in her capacity